said to my friend one day, I said, look, I hate when people be like, money ain't everything. Money doesn't solve problems. Money ain't happiness. Shit. Shit. My attitude is bad when my money ain't right. Love when women tell me that. Like, you smell good. Just from a picture? Just from a video? Because yes, I do. Shit. Yes, I do. But I get that from my mom. First of all, everything that you already need, you already have. It's in you. First of all. It's already in you. You've put some things away that you forgot about. But you still have them and they're already in you. But when you need them is when they gonna come through the most. Anyway, so what was I talking to y'all about? Damn. Oh, back to school. Oh, and eating and stuff. I'm like, damn, what was I talking about? Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome to the Fearless Perspective Show. I'm your host, Julia, and as you know, this is where you come to hear what common sense sounds like. You already know what it is, you know what I'm saying? As always, thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with me today and tonight, whatever time you listening to me. I appreciate you as always. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you so very much for tuning in and checking me out, taking a risk, because again, you know what I'm saying? My face is not even on. I mean, my face is on there. It's on a thumbnail. So I was gonna say my face ain't even on the profile, picture for the show page and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, you just a blind listen. It's still a blind listen. So if you're here, thank you for the first time. Appreciate you in for a good time. Here we just talk about real fearless ass shit. I'm the type of person I'm gonna say what a lot of us are thinking. You know what I'm saying? And just, just let you know you're gonna be all right, at the same time, period. So that's pretty much what I'm about. And then of course I'm always saying like I'm just really trying to build a community and a village of people who are really trying to literally just make it. We trying to make it and just overcome every obstacle one life experience at a time. Like just live fearlessly. Like, you know what? I may say something that you may be able to apply to your situation or something to someone else's situation or something, hopefully. I don't know. That's why I tell y'all, DM me or message me. Let me know if there's something you want us to talk about. I'm not going to put your business out there and say such and such said, I'm going to say, hey, yeah, I'm going to bring this to y'all. Or this is my perspective on it. Y'all chime in. That's why I want y'all to get involved in the comments section. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how you build community. I appreciate y'all though, for real, for tuning in and all of that stuff. Like I said, it's always a good time. I'm always going to talk about something that's happening in my life or that has happened in my life. You know what I'm saying? I like including y'all in on, what's going on in life. Cause like I said, I'm a millennial. Okay. I am a millennial. I'll say an older millennial. I was born in the early 80s. So yeah, there we are. I always say we kind of got the short end of the stick on a lot of things. I mean, granted, we have lived through some of the most prolific times, seen a lot of changes in things like in technology and all types of things, and just changes how we move about in the world, how we maneuver. It's been great. We've seen a lot of trauma, a lot of despair. We've gone through so many things, and I saw a thing that said the other day a study was shown that millennials and I think in Gen Z or something like that are the most drunkest generation. And I'm like, yeah, we are tired. We are tired. We are. Listen, if it's, I'd say, man, whatever. Like that study could have been around with years ago, because that's all people used to do was just drink. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's just, I do like a good cocktail. I do. I do. And as you know, let's segue on into this. As you know, anytime you're listening to the show, Regardless of where you are, I want you to always just pour up and pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you gonna have in your cup, you know, whether it's juice, water, tea, whatever, cocktail, wine, I don't know. Whatever you choose, when you listen to this show or you watch this show, you kick back, kick your feet up or whatever, and you chilling. I want you just to chill, just sit back, cause we just in the den. You just here in my space, just kicking it with me. That's it. We just having a conversation. That's it. hmm Mm. It's so good to me. I got another tequila sunrise, and I like, bitch, why you drinking that old ass drink? And why you keep? It's just I don't know. It's the sweetness of it. I don't know the sweetness of the juice and the grenadine and then the tequila kind of it punches in there a little bit. So cheers, y'all. Cheers. hmm Mm. I like it. Anyway, y'all. So yeah, I hope you guys have been good. I hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves as much as you can. So far this year, we are already in August. Like for real, y'all. Like I remember I was looking forward to the month of June. June has come and gone. Now we are already in August. And I swear this year is flying. Like that's why I'm like, we gotta really live. And I know it's hard because a lot of us, are like, God Lee, I make good money, but where's my money going? Where's my money? Where are all these bills coming from? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that. And you still want to enjoy your life, but you still want to be, you know, mindful of what you have going on because especially if it's just you. If it's a one person income, one person household, or you know what I'm saying, then you got to move a little differently, and I just tell people all the time, look, if I got to sit down, I got to sit down. If I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm chilling at the house. I be chilling. If I need to chill, oh, I chill. Yep, long as I got me something good to drink that I'm gonna mix up and got me some good food, I am straight at the crib. hmm I'm real straight. I got stuff to entertain myself if I want to. If not, I usually just turn something on and watch TV. But anyway, but yeah, so y'all, like I said, I always just pour up and pull up on us. We always going millennials. I'm a millennial, so we gonna always have a good time. We are here for a good time, for real. I am all for whatever your good time is. Enjoy yourself and be safe. I am. You would listen. I tell y'all all the time. I don't judge nobody for what they do. Just don't do no powder around me. If that's what you do, that's what you do. Just don't do it around me. I only garden. I drink and I garden. That's it. That is it. That's it. And a good edible. Baby. And a lot of people are scared of that. And I don't know. I'm not gonna get on here and talk about that. But yeah, so yeah, I'm chill. I'm chill. I'm so that's why I said you just in the den chilling with me. You chilling. We chilling, we having a good time. We're gonna talk. We're gonna share and y'all gonna get involved and y'all gonna tell people about this show. Y'all gonna tell people, yo, there's this girl named Julia. She pretty cool. She wear a little low fade, like got a little gray patch. You know what I'm saying? She cool. I think, I listen to her, you know what I'm saying? I laugh and giggle a little bit with her. And you know what I'm saying? She gonna say some outlandish ass shit sometime, but I think you should listen to her. Like, I think she be saying some good stuff. Like, I listen to her. Like, can y'all do that for me? Like for real. It may not be all like that. I'm a Gemini. We're great with our words. We are, but we mean it. I know I do. I mean every word I be saying, but I'm really great with words. We be meaning it. hmm I only met one Gemini that was not good with their words, and I was really dumbfounded. Like, you for real, Jim? Nah, you can't be. I was like, you can't never find the right words to say ever. But anyway, So y'all, so let me tell y'all something. So I shared this the other day on my IG story, and it's a reel, and I'm trying to post, like I said, more reels to Instagram because I do a lot of story time, and I'm very detailed. As again, I'm a Gemini. We are very detailed in whatever we're telling you. So I am very detailed. So I was like, you know what? I had made it a story first, and then so many people were DMing me and was like, "Yo, I needed that message. That was a blessing. Da, 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 da. I needed to hear that." And so I was like, you know what? Let me make it a reel. So I made my first story time reel on my IG. You can feel free to go follow me at j.smith517. But most importantly, first of all, I need y'all to follow this page, the Fearless Perspective Show on IG. Please go follow that page because, again, I do not want to continue posting the reels of the clips of the shows that I want y'all to share on my personal IG. I need y'all to go follow the shows page because that's where I'm posting it. So then if you're following the page, it'll show up in your news feed. Ah, and your timeline. Ah, what I'm gonna do, hit that little arrow and just put it on your story. Say, check out this page, info in the bio, simple shit. Anyway, but yeah, so on story time, I was like, okay, okay, so here's the story. So Sunday, right? So I haven't been to church physically since like March, right? And yeah, it was like March. And so at that time I was taking another medicine that we thought was just needed more time to kick in, but ultimately it just wasn't working. We didn't know it. So I'm like, I want to go to church now because I can actually kind of drive and I could, function, and whatever. And I was still learning, how my mornings really were looking at that time. And so I got up for church, went to church, cool, all right. It was always cold in church. And I remember that day I had a sweatshirt and it was so brick cold in there and it wasn't like hot outside. Again, this was March here in Atlanta. It wasn't hot at all, but it was so cold in the church. And I hate being cold. I hate feeling just cold air blowing on me. I like cold rooms. Like we can be cool, but I don't like air. And that's what, the church, it just seemed like the AC just blows down on you. And you just sitting there and you tense and tight. As I'm in church, my joints started hurting so bad, like with the chronic inflammation and stuff. My joints were hurting so bad. I was in so much pain. I was like, yo, I just gotta go home. Like, and I wasn't in pain before I went. It was crazy. So I was like, okay, it was the AC because I was tense and tied up, because so I didn't go back until I was like, I know I'm fine. So I would just always watch online. That's why I said I haven't physically went, but I will always watch every Sunday online when my bishop was preaching. If someone else was up that I don't usually care to hear, I didn't watch. And I know y'all be like, you can still get a message from somebody. Yeah, you can. But at the same time, nah, because every time I hear anyway, no, I wasn't doing it. So I would listen to him, or if he had somebody feeling that was good, cool, I would listen to them. But yeah, so I wasn't physically there. So I was like, you know what? I need to get back into the physical building. I know a lot of people will say, I got my own relationship with God. I listen to my gospel. I do this, this, and this, and this. Yeah, do you do? That's cool. I have that too. But I also everybody needs something different. I also know the benefits of what being physically in the building, in the presence of God, in like with the other people, like with a community of people, of community of believers. I know what that is like. Have whatever that grace is that's over whatever church you go to, whatever. That grace is on your life too. So I'm like, yo, I know I need to physically be there. You know what I'm saying? And I also know like when I was physically going all the time, how different my life was. So I was like, yo, life has been crazy. So I was like, you know what? I want to go. I need to go. And I didn't go last Sunday because I knew he wasn't gonna be speaking. He had something else going on during the service, and I was like, "Nah, I'm cool. I'll watch online." and and I did, and I watched online, and I was all set. But I was like, I'm gonna go. So anyway, so I get up Sunday morning, right? And I was like, I was gonna wear something else that I had in mind. I was like, nah, I'm not, because it was cool Sunday. Sunday was like a weird, oddly cool day. It rained, it stormed, and then it was like the high was like 66 degrees. So I already knew, cool, I can wear something long sleeve and go to church and be straight because now I'm much better. So I shouldn't be affected, by the AC. I should be good. I'm ready to go back to church. Cool. What I was going to wear was a gray sweatshirt, and I was like, you know what? I want to wear this my black watch that has a black leather band, but the frame of the watch is silver. Now, I don't wear that watch. I haven't worn that watch in a long time because I don't wear silver. I wear gold. And so I was like, I'm gonna wear that, and I'm just not gonna wear, any other gold accessories. I'll just wear the black dangly. I'm good. And I can just wear that and I'm straight. And so I decided that Sunday morning, nah, I don't want to wear that sweatshirt. And I completely changed my whole outfit actually. And I was like, you know what? But the shirt that I ended up wearing was still a gray shirt, gray long sleeve, thin kind of sweatshirt. And so I was like, I can still rock my black watch. So I'm looking in this drawer for my watch, just looking and looking. And I'm like, yo, in this drawer, I hardly go in. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm looking, but I know my watches and stuff, have been in there. So I'm looking in there and I'm looking and finding other things in the drawer that I'm like, why is this still in here? Dang, because I haven't been in there to clean it out. So I'm taking stuff out as I'm going through and looking for my watch. And I'm taking stuff out and just like, okay, this needs to be thrown away. This is taking up space. This needs to be thrown away, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So I come across this envelope and it was a card, and it was like, and on the card it just was titled baby. So I was like, all right, this is an old birthday card or whatever from my ex or something, you know what I'm saying? I just need to throw it away. And so when I grabbed it, I literally put it in my hand to throw it away. And I was like, let me see what this card is for. Like, was it for my birthday or what was it for? And so I felt it and felt it was like a trifold card. So I was like, oh, that's why it's, kind of thick. 'Cause I was like, what is this card? So I read the card. As I read the card, I was like, oh, what was this? Okay. Cause it wasn't a birthday card. It was, like a thinking of you just because type of card. Thank you, for being who you are. I love you, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, okay. So I opened the card and I'm dressed now. I'm dressed. So all I'm doing is looking for my watch. But I'm standing there and I'm like, and I see $100 bill. Now let me tell you something. I don't ever find cash. I know a lot of people find like $5 bills, $10 bills, $20, something doing laundry or something like that, or an old purse. Like, oh, I found $20, da 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 da, or somebody may have found 100. You know what I'm saying? But it's very rare, like people find, larger amounts of dollars, unless you just walk around with that type of cash. Me, I don't walk around with cash. I don't ever have cash. I swipe my damn card for everything. I don't care. If I'm buying a bag of Doritos, the little bag. Shit. Swipe that shit. Thank you. I don't walk around with cash. So I was like, so I don't find cash. I don't. I have like I may keep like singles. I used to keep singles in my glove box. And that was because we would go somewhere and need some, money for parking. But I don't. That's gone too. I don't keep money in my car. I don't keep cash on me. I don't have cash. So I'm like, what is this? And so I was like, well, shoot. Thank you, Lord. Yes, yes. And then I'm looking, and I was like, I see there's multiple, and I was like, wait a minute. So I'm like, okay, so I closed the card, right? I closed the card, and after just thinking that I only saw about two or three, because I didn't really see, I was like, thank you, God. I just really started thanking God. I really did. I was like, God, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. Like, that's all. I was just really in disbelief because I was like, huh? How did I not know, this money was, here? Because I've been like y'all, I told you, life has been lifing. And since my whole situation changed last year with my ex leaving the house and stuff, you know, things changed financially. You know what I'm saying? So I was in a hole even before, coming up, even before moving. You know what I'm saying? So I've been trying to dig out of a hole, like, because I'm not used to living like that. And, I know things are different for everybody, but I'm not used to living like that. Yes, I've been used to living made paycheck to paycheck at times, or, trying to figure it out, or, maybe having to sit down sometimes, you know what I'm saying? To let things calm down. But I've never been in a hole. Like, no. So I'm like, yo, God, do you not see me? Like, what can I do? Like, I have been like, yo, going through it, like stressing. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? And so I'm thanking God for what I thought was there, like 300. I'm like, God, I thank you. I thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. Ooh wee, thank you. And I remember I sat, because in the midst of that, I just sat the thing down, and I was just walking through and I'm like, God, thank you, Lord, thank you. So I was like, okay, let me go in and let me get this card out. Let me take the money out, take the card out, and just throw all of that away anyway because I got stuff, I'm throwing away. And so I opened the card. Now this time when I opened the card, I opened it the other way, and I said, wait a minute. Y'all, it was it was what I needed. It was more than what I thought I saw on the front part. But when I opened, like turned it over and just to open it to take the money out, I said, whoa, wait a minute. What is this? How much is this? I immediately started like crying. I wanted to take off running. I was just like so blown away because first of all, I almost just grabbed the thing, and as soon as I saw the word baby on it, I was about to throw it away. Cause I'm like, it's a card. I don't care. I don't care to read it. I don't care what it said. I don't, none of that, all of that's irrelevant. So I don't need to see it. It's not gonna trigger anything, but I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, but I was like, why is it thick like this though? Like, what was in this? Or what was this? And it was crazy because it was a just because gift, and it was crazy because there was a lot more money given to me than what was in that what. And I realized I put some away for just in case, and that money has been in there for years because that was given to me back in 2022. And this whole time, I was just tripping out. I was tripping out the whole time because I was like, yo, this whole time I have been like mind blown. Like, how am I going to figure this out? Like, I've been trying everything to try to figure this out. Like, yo, what shit, what am I going to do? Type of thing. And I was just like, yo, and I was just like, and it just came to me. So many messages came to me. It was just like, okay, first of all, everything that you already need, you already have. It's in you. First of all, it's already in you. You've put some things away that you forgot about, but you still have them and they're already in you. But when you need them is when they're going to come through the most. And that's one message that I got. Second message was, it's already in your house. It's already in house. I'm already, whenever the thing, and it can be physical, you could take it as physical. I'm taking it as spiritual, my soul, my spirit. Everything that I need is already inside of me. It's in this house. It's already in me. So I posted that on my story. That was what I was talking about. People talking about, all right, preacher. I wasn't preaching. I ain't no preacher. Y'all. But that was and that thing messed with me all day Sunday. Like my mind was so blown Sunday. Like I'm feeling crazy. Like I'm trying not to tear up because I was just like, God, it took me saying, okay, I'm about to go to church, making a decision to say, you know what? I know what I need. I know what I need. After crying my eyes out, not sleeping, trying to figure things out, trying to figure out life and see like, okay, Lord, like, come on now, like, and I'm being straight up and honest with y'all. After doing all of that, and I'm just like, okay, I had made some different moves. Things were cool. I was like, okay, so all I need now is maybe, this, and then I'll be kind of straight. And then, I'll be straight enough to, do whatever. And I'm just like, yo, this is this is what I really needed. You know what I'm saying? And that it just blew me all day like, yo, it was like a load lifted off of me, you know? And it's so crazy because it's so funny when it took, like I said, it took me going to church saying, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna, get back into the place I need to be at. I'm gonna wear this specific color because it's cold outside. Now, granted, yeah, at my church, in the summertime, people wearing sweaters and stuff because it be so cold in there. I don't trip. I don't judge them. Just as long as you don't be hanging out in the city all day with that sweater on because it's hot outside. But you know what I'm saying? But at church, it's cold. So I was already going to wear something kind of long sleeve, even this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Church, it's going to be back in the 80s. I'm still wearing something long sleeve because it be cold in there and I want to go to church, period. So it took me wearing that specific color to decide, I want to wear my black watch. I haven't worn it in a long time. It's a nice watch. And I've had it for a long time. I bought it back in Houston back in like 2014 maybe. And I still get a lot of compliments on that watch. And I'm like, this is my old watch. I like it. You know what I'm saying? But it's silver. Again, I don't wear silver anymore. So I'm like, damn. But yeah, but it took me wearing it and I was like, yo, I can rock this and looking through the drawer and like, I need to clean this drawer out. And then I'm like, what is this? That thing been in there. But I'm glad I didn't find it earlier because I mean, I needed it the most now. I did. I needed it the most now. And I'm just like, thank you, God. Like I'm like, God, thank you. Like, thank you for letting me find that. Thank you for taking me to that so I can find it. Thank you. Thank you for that. Like, I was so grateful all day. Like, it just messed with me all day because my mind was so blown. Like, I was just like, yo, but it's crazy because I shared it. I put it on a reel. It didn't get much traction. But if I post foolishness, that's crazy. If I post foolishness, I posted on my story the next day, this old ass stud, uh, with a wandering eye and big old baggy, like y'all, as I get older, like I'll come back to that. She was out here dancing and to a song and acting out the parts. And everybody, so many people that don't even reply to my stories usually, were like, take this out. I hate you right now. I'm so mad at you for this. Why you got, and they laughing. And I'm like, but yesterday I posted a reel about how like God, like just how I was just really blessed. And if y'all don't even know the magnitude of the amount of the blessing that came, I went straight to the ATM, honey, and deposited money that day after church. Sure did. I was like, oh no, I gotta, yeah, let me do what I gotta do because you know what I'm saying? Why keep it here at the house? I needed that. Like bills are coming out of these accounts. Like I need this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I was just so grateful and relieved. But yeah, I posted that. Y'all, man, why y'all like foolishness? Y'all don't like good. I'm like, if I were to see that, even though I know, like, I get it. A lot of people may be in a situation like, dang, I wish I found da 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 da. And it's that meme, like, man, you find such and such amount on the ground, whatever. Shoot, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all find whatever you looking for in your house. Like, this is money I forgot I put away. Cause again, I don't carry cash. I do not carry cash. Like, I knew I had another small amount. Like, and that's crazy because I don't keep cash at home. Like, I don't. There was a small amount that I knew I had. I think it was like $200. And that I knew that was in that drawer that I put in there. And I kept it in there for a little bit and then I ended up using it to buy something or whatever. And that was last year. But I don't keep money in my house. I don't. I don't even carry cash. That's why I'm like, I was blown away because I was like, I don't carry cash. Can I Apple Pay this? Can I tap my phone? Can I what's the app? At church. I give on the app. I pay my barbers through their app or through Cash App or however. I don't give nobody no cash. I don't carry cash. I just don't like. But yeah, so that was why I was just like, I gotta share this because I'm all about sharing the good news. And I'm like, if I'm being, if I was blessed like that to be guided to that, I guess God was like, look, girl, I'm so tired of you. Cause you will not go in that drawer on your own. And you know what's crazy? I have gone in that drawer because I was looking for something else one time, but I didn't dig deep down in there. And it's not a big drawer. It's just like a little storage drawer thing. But I didn't dig deep down and go on. I didn't. I have gone in that drawer, I don't know how many times, all the time, and didn't think to look into that envelope. And it's crazy. I was just like, oh. And it was a, and it was a nice just because gift. It was a very nice. Ooh, we was a very nice just because, and I like those. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know we're mass presenting, y'all think we supposed to do all that. We like the. I even like a simple thing as my haircut being taken care of. Ask me how much are your haircuts? I'll tell you depending on which barber I go to that week. Mhm. And speaking of, I was gonna go to the barbershop this weekend, but y'all know I had cut it like it was cut real bald on the sides, and I was like, nah, I think I should let it. I'm just gonna have him drop it down. Start to fade down a little lower, and then do whatever. But then I posted it on my story yesterday, and a couple of my friends was like, "No, let it go. You can go another week." Because actually, I realized after I was finished working, I was looking in the mirror, and I was like, "This is actually my hair after the week of a haircut. Like, this is so I'm still good. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a haircut right now, which is crazy. But yeah, but by next week, she will be in somebody's chair getting a haircut. Yes, indeed. And I think I'm gonna go back to my normal cut. I liked the bald, but like I said, it was too drastic for me. Like, it almost looked like a bowl to me. And if it was like, so I may tell him if he can blend it down a little bit more and then go ahead and I'm gonna do that. I'll do that. I like that because I like my waves. You know what I'm saying? I like my waves to come down to the sides a little bit because I got them up top. Uh-huh. And they actually, they kind of come around when I have hair. But yeah, so and my hair grows in very nicely, so I'm okay with it. Like I said, once you have nice hair, you can get away with some things. Y'all can get mad at me if you want. Like, everybody got nice good hair. Ain't no such thing as good hair. Okay. But no, just take care of your hair, whatever you got going on. All right. So anyway, y'all. So I know down here in the South, I know some of my listeners, y'all have children, and y'all kids are back to school. I know y'all happy, especially down here in the South. They are back to school. Like, it's so crazy every year. These parents, and I be really wondering, like, for real. I asked this question 2 years ago, I think it was, and I was like, I wonder if my parents were like, I can't wait for they tails to go back to school. Like, I be wondering because these parents be like, I be like, dang, y'all don't like y'all kids. And I get it. They eat up house at home. I get you. I get you. They eat you up out of house at home. I get it. My parents didn't let us eat like that though. And the crazy thing is, we were home by ourselves. It was three of us. We were home by ourselves every day in the summer because my parents worked. You know what I'm saying? And we had breakfast. We might have had lunch, which was probably some noodles or a fried bologna sandwich or a sandwich or whatever. And then it was dinner time, like dinner. We didn't know. We didn't plan it. Or lunch was like some pizza rolls that was in the freezer downstairs. You know what I'm saying? So it was just that's what we did. My parents just said, if you hungry, you get something out that freezer. And they knew we wasn't gonna do that because we wanted stuff. We wanted fast food. That's when fast food was good back then. When McDonald's was good. When the chicken sandwich, the McChicken came in the styrofoam container. Yes, that's how old I am. Yes, and the fries were really good. Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I eat McDonald's fries. I eat they fish fillet. I eat that. I tear it up. hmm I do, and I know I'm not supposed to, but I do. But anyway, it sounds so good right now. But I got kava waiting on me, so I'm gonna eat that. Um, but anyway, so what was I talking to y'all about? Damn. Oh, back to school. Oh, eating and stuff. I'm like, damn, what was I talking about? Anyway, so my parents knew we weren't gonna get anything out of the freezer because they knew like if it ain't already made, they're not gonna eat it. If they can't just throw it in the microwave and warm it up, they're not gonna eat. They're not gonna do it. So and we didn't. We just and so but my parents didn't let us eat up the stuff in the house. So I don't know. And then too, we weren't I think it's different. This is okay, this is a realization. The realization is we were different because we played outside. So we may have been in the house all day because our parents let us go outside. We just couldn't leave the yard or have company. So, like I said, we used to stand at the end of the driveway in the street for our friends who could leave their yard. They'll come talk to us in the street. So we standing at the end of our driveway, they in the street, and we talking. Our friends, they not in our yard. So anyway, but we were outside. We were outside. Even when our parents got home. Hey, especially in the summertime. Hey, now we know we can leave because they're home. We got it. Me and my brother on our bikes and we gone in the neighborhood. We out. What we knew when to come home, though, but we were gone. My sister was in the house because she was always on the phone with boys or her homegirls and stuff, or she was on punishment because she was talking on the phone to boys. I was outside. I was a tomboy. I always played outside. I played outside up until I graduated high school. Literally, I played outside. I sure did. And I'm just like, we were out. We were gone. So two out of the three of us were gone. They ain't had to worry about my sister. You know what I'm saying? That she was chilling in the bedroom. She was that kid, that teenager, always in the bedroom, door closed. On the phone with her homegirls. As soon as I walk in, get out! It's my room too. Shit, I can come in here. You just ain't supposed to be on the phone with these boys, and I'ma tell. Yeah, I was like a whole tomboy. I was not trying to talk to no boys on the phone. I didn't want to talk to no boys at all. But you know what I'm saying? Ugh. But yeah, so I think that's the thing is now that these kids they don't play outside. They don't go outside. Everybody's in the house, on the game, in their phone, in the house, watching TV. Nobody's doing anything. And then if you have young children, they ripping and running through the house being loud. So I already know you tired of it. I would be tired of them too. I would. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I give it up to your parents. I'm not a parent. I'm a dog mom, and she get to barking in here too much. I be like, all right, look, I get you a dog. I get that you hear different people or whatever activity around like people walking or you send to other dogs in the back getting walked or whatever and you go crazy. But I'd be like, hey, that's enough. And I get a break from her. I take her right on over to her grandparents' house. Sure do. That's what they want. I am okay with that. Yes. You go, oh yes. I have a dog with my ex. I have the dog. She doesn't see the dog. We don't talk about the dog. We don't even talk. But her grandparents, they love and adore that dog and they really love her over there. And I have no problem with that because I'm taking it to the grandparents. Hey, how y'all doing? Good to see y'all. I talk to them, catch up with them. No problem. Like, cause I do, make sure they good and drop her off and I go. I be needing that. Shit. And I love my dog. So I know y'all parents, y'all, and then see, she only bark. She's a good dog. She don't tear up stuff here at the house. She's a good trained dog. You know what I'm saying? Like she's very she's a good dog. She be trying me lately. She really been trying me. She been doing the thing of, after she eats, she get on my couch and wanna wipe her face along my couch and I'll be like, get your tail off my couch. And then she still do it, and then she'll play, and then she think it's a game, and she be slick doing it, and I'll be like, get down. I'll be like, get down, and she'll. That's what we're fighting with right now. So I'm breaking her out of that. But that's it. But other than that, Nova cool. But y'all got kids that talk and make a lot of noise and want to talk to you, and and you gotta listen to them and listen to what they say that don't make sense. Like I give it to y'all. I couldn't do it. I can't. Like I said before, I love kids, but I can't be. I'm not a parent, so and I'm cool with that. It's the people that have kids and they be like, I'm done. I don't like that. You really didn't want them, but anyway, but so I was just like, my parents. I think that's the difference. We were outside. Y'all's kids are in the house with y'all all day, every day. Or you go to work and then you come home to them being in the house. They don't go outside. At least my parents came home from my dad worked at GM my whole life. He worked at Fisher Body. He worked all day. Whatever shift he worked, especially if he worked the day shift, the first shift, he will be have worked all day. Well, he would come home on lunch. It seemed like his lunches was like 2 hours. I'm like, dang, why you still here? Like, bruh, like we on summer break. I don't want to see no parents. Like, and so he would then go back to work, but then come home, and then my mom would come home from work. We were outside. They didn't have the stress of man, these kids in the house, and unless it was wintertime. But even wintertime, we were outside. We played outside in the snow. They had to call us in the house. That's how I grew up. My dad and his big old burly voice stand outside. Junior JR! We come running from wherever we were in the neighborhood. We going. We gotta go. Here we come. We hauling tail, getting to the house. Or if we in the yard, my dad just come in the door. All right, y'all. We knew. All right, we gotta go in. And we were disappointed. We were mad. We had to come in. We didn't care if it was dark. Y'all kids be in the house on y'all just be on top of each other. Golly. That's why y'all be ready for their asses to go back to school. And I feel bad for these kids because they only get it seemed like our breaks were longer. I grew up in Michigan. So I went to school in Michigan. We got first of all, we got out of school late. We got out of school like first or second between the first and third week of school. No, of June. I'm sorry. It was like usually the first or second week. I'm sorry. First or second week of June is when we got out of school. And then we didn't go back to school usually until the week of Labor Day. So like September, beginning of September. I think one year in high school, the earliest we went back was I think the week before Labor Day. And we were like, why are we going to school this early? But yeah, like but it seemed like our breaks were longer. Let's see, June, July, August. Yeah, I guess it was 3 months, but to us it seemed longer. Now, as an adult, 3 months go by like you close your eyes. Like I was just thinking, I was like, I've been on my new job for only 3 months, and it seems like I've been there for a long time. But 3 months goes by really quickly as an adult or whatever. So I think that's why I feel bad for the kids. Like, damn, they just went back, they just got out of school. And y'all already going back and y'all already ready for them to go back. I guess that's because I just work a job and I just do the same. Like I just do this and I don't get a break. Like unless I take a PTO time off, little break. It's wild. We need a like give us like a spring break from work. Paid like stagger it. But anyway, y'all. So yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, dang. But yeah, I hope everybody with children. I hope your kids. I wish them much success this year, this school year. I pray for their protection. I pray that every school that they are at, um, that no harm comes near their school, nobody bullies them, that they excel in everything that they do. Like for real, that is my prayer, that is my hope, and that is my wish. Because we know what goes on in these schools, we know what these kids deal with now. So I just pray that your kid, your child, your children, whatever it that they are successful and that they are taken care of and provided for, that God provides everything that they need this year in school, whether they're in college, elementary, grade school, whatever. Like for real, because for real, man, y'all, these kids, man, they got it different than we did growing up. So I wish y'all the best, and I wish y'all, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody, especially their protection, man. Like people are so crazy these days. But anyway, y'all. So I was thinking the other day we were talking. Me and one of my friends we were talking about passports and stuff, and I was just like, for me, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I even hate to say this, even on here, I don't have my passport yet. And I even hate to say that to people because they judge you immediately. They just think that you are so uncultured. Like you just like, what? You don't have no passport? Oh, you ain't trying to live like you so stuck in your no, it's not even first of all, that's never really been on my radar. Like because, I'll say this. I didn't grow up in a family that traveled. So I didn't start traveling until I got older. Like in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like we would drive to Arkansas to see my mom's parents and my mom's family. That's the only place we would go. And family, and I hate that. And now I tell people, my family, I'm like, we need to start taking family vacations. Let's do this. Let's do, whatever. Me and my siblings, we take trips. I love those trips. We have a good time. It's different for my parents. They're older, so it's like, get them moving around and dealing with, different things and stuff. So we're mindful of that. So we just like, it's okay. I'll come there. That's me. I'm like, it's fine. I'll come there. No problem. We anywhere we go, we just make sure we bring y'all something back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we didn't travel like that. So I was like, okay, I had to figure it out. Like, so a passport was never talked to about to me, growing up and things like that. So I was like, oh, I have no need at this time as a musician. I was like, well, I don't have no need for a passport. If I'm not getting no gigs over there, I don't need one, right? Young and not knowing anything. And so I will just put it off and put it off. And then in my 30s, and I was living in Houston. I was just like around people that didn't want to do nothing, didn't want to go nowhere and stuff like that. And now they do. They travel and that's good. But but they didn't. And so I was just like, well, none of my friends want to go out the country. I'm cool. But now it's just like I got one of my best friends here, Sasha. She travels. She's never home. And she doesn't travel domestically. She travels abroad. And so I always love watching her YouTube and everything like that because she takes us on a trip with her. And I do want to travel, so but it's never just been something. And then of course, like my plan was to definitely get it this year. But like I said, right now, like this, like if you know my situation, like that was the last thing on my mind. And finances, just I just wasn't thinking about a passport, even though I know it's only a couple $100. All of my money was going to something. You know what I'm saying? My necessities. So I was just like, okay. So I was just telling my friend, I was like, but damn, I hate telling people I don't have a passport. Like, it's almost like nobody want to date you if you don't have no passport. Like, I'm gonna get one. That is the plan. I am going to get. I know people like you don't have a passport. I can't believe you don't have one. Why? I just didn't. I have my reasons, but I'm going to get my passport, guys. I am. It doesn't I get it. The process is not hard. I have nothing holding me back on my record or nothing like that stopping me from getting a passport. My focus has just been in other places. The things that are really important to me cuz I get a passport. That's cool. But what's the point if I can't afford a damn trip right then and there? You know what I'm saying? Instead, I got to pay these bills, catch up on this shit that I'm behind on. You know what I'm saying? Take care of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, yes, I do like want to be back at my normal place of good, like where I'm really good. So yeah, and that's coming. I'm not even tripping, but it's just like, the stress of y'all know. I don't. Look, I said to my friend one day, I said, look, I hate when people be like, money ain't everything. Money doesn't solve problems. Money ain't happiness. Shit, shit. My attitude is bad when my money ain't right. My life, yes, I money because you need money for everything. You do. You need money for everything. Money ain't everything. Yes, the hell it is. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna say it's everything, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like I'm just being for real. Like if I don't have the money to take care of a bill and I'm stressing, I'm losing sleep, I'm losing or gaining weight, my face is breaking out. With stress your body starts to stress and you don't want that. Child, please. I know they say with more money, more problems. Just be mine. Just I don't know. Let me find out. That's all I said. Let me find. Let me find out. Let me find out. More money, more problems. Because let me tell you something about me. I never want to be in this place that I have been in financially. So I'm always have that. Y'all may call it a scarce or a poverty mindset. No, it's not a poverty mindset. I don't want to be in that. So therefore, I'm going to do what I need to do, everything within my power to make sure I'm never in that situation again. I don't care how much money I make, because I'm going to make some money. Let me put that out there. I'm going to make some money doing something. And I'm going to be straight. But at the same time, I'm not going to be doing stupid shit to where I'm like, I ain't got nothing to show for it. I ain't got no money to pay a bill or something come up, or I ain't got no money to take care of somebody that needs to be taken care of, or do something I want to do, or just sit and buy the things and take care of a property and invest like the way I want to. I'm not going to, child, please. I don't care if y'all call me broke. I don't care if y'all call me cheap. Baby, if I got money in that bank, I don't care what you call me. Because this is what I tell people all the time. First of all, do what's best for your household. Because nobody is really coming to your rescue. Go ask people for help. Let me tell you something. Go ask somebody for help and see how much they come through for you. Or see who comes through for you. See who comes through for you. That's why I thank God for my family. Ooh, my immediate family? Yes. Let me tell you something. You'll find out who comes through for you. Sometimes it's your good friends. You just never know, or you should know who will come through for you. if they can. And if they can't, at least follow up with you and say, hey, friend, look, I ain't gonna be able to do this. I'm trying to do this, but I'm not gonna be able to do it, instead of keep saying like, or leading them on, whatever. Like, just, I've learned in this season who I can call on, who has my back, should I get into a financial situation. And for me, I'm being vulnerable even in this moment. I don't even like asking people for nothing. What? Nah. But this whole season has been teaching me so much about humility, so much about being vulnerable and speaking up and being honest and being vocal. This season has also built my character, built my endurance. And that's crazy. That's what was preached about on Sunday. Keeping hope in your situations, like how keeping hope alive and how your situations are actually built. It just confirmed what I already knew. Building my character, building my endurance for my not next trial, but the next level of my life. God had to isolate me for like that. This ain't even where I was gonna go. God had to isolate me. I've been isolated in the craziest way. It's been wild. It's been so wild. That's why I tell people, I'm like, look, I live how I want to live, how I live my life, what's best for me. And I tell people, live however is best for you. These people, why are we trying to please people? Listen, like I said, all I want y'all to do is listen to these shows, watch these shows, share and be a part of this community. That's it. That's it. I'm not trying to impress nobody. I'm not trying to live my life or front for nobody. How I live is how I live. I live pretty good. I live a good life. I came up, I get it from my mom and my dad. We lived a nice life. No, we weren't rich and famous, but we were well taken care of. We were good. My mama dressed nice. That's where I told y'all before. That's where I get that from. I like dressing nice. I like caring about what I look like. I like smelling good. People look at me. I get calls from some of my friends, FaceTime. First thing saying, "You look like you smell good. Where you going?" Love when women tell me that. You look like you smell good. Just from a picture, just from a video. Because yes, I do. Shit. Yes, I do. But I get that from my mom. Growing up, that's how I grew up. My mom always smelled good. My mom was wearing Gucci and Fendi perfume and stuff way before. This was back in the 80s, 90s. Red Door. Y'all remember Elizabeth Arden Red Door? Was that? No, that was Elizabeth Taylor Red Door. That's when that stuff smelled good back then. Don't wear that shit now. Oh, Red Door. No, my dad, he worked at GM, so he wore the same as Levi's every day, and that's funny because that's where I get that shit from. I wear the same shit every day. I wear stuff until it wears out, and I get that from my dad, and I also get that from my mom. But my mom, she did shop a lot. My mom shopped sales. We learned how to shop at sales, shop at clearance. To this day, I got that from my mama. It's very seldom I pay full price for things. Certain things you got to pay full price for. That's just that. But a lot of my sneakers, and I'm a sneaker head, a lot of my sneakers, certain Jordans, except for certain Jordans. But a lot of them ones I get on Nike app. Nike be having some good sales, and I just get them. A lot of my Jordan ones, Nike app. Certain Jordan ones I did get from Gold though, but because they not on, you know what I'm saying? They weren't released to the Nike store or whatever. But yeah, man, come on. So all of that is important to me. So that's why I'm like, hey, I like to live a certain way. I'm gonna look nice when I. And he said, I'm not gonna tell everybody I got money, but there will be signs. There will be signs. Yeah, of course I'm gonna drive nice. Oh, what? Of course, where I live. But I can guarantee you, if you see me out, I'm probably just gonna look like the average person that just like maybe have, maybe my jewelry might tell you. I ain't gonna be iced out everywhere. I'm gonna have some ice though. I ain't gonna hold you, but it ain't gonna, And I'm like, I just wear it when I want to. But usually, I'm a simple gold chain. Just give me some rings. That's it. You're gonna know. I'm like, she got a little coin to it, a little bit more coin to it, and dude, I'm claiming that now. I'm claiming that now. Like, but yeah, so yeah, and eventually, like I said, I will go ahead and, and get my passport, but I just need things to settle down and stuff for me right now. But yeah, like, why y'all be like looking down on people who don't have them? Like, you ain't got no passport. Not everybody's gonna have one. Not everybody can get one. I mean, yeah, I do want to travel a lot because I told my friend, I was like, my best friend who travels, I said, I want my travels to be so strategic. Like, I want them to be like meaningful. Like, I'm a water person. I love the beach. So if you tell me some place has a really, really nice beach, I'm probably gonna travel there. And I know there's a lot of nice beaches abroad. That's why I want to travel. I want to go see the beaches. I want to get in the water. I want to get in different parts of the ocean. I want, I just want to breathe the different air, the ocean air. That's what I want to do. And then of course, I like scenery. I want to see mountains and stuff like that. So I'm not a club person. I don't care about the local clubs. I don't care about local shit. None of that. I don't like none of that. I like to just relax, have a good time, and breathe. Like I'm planning a trip myself for like this fall, and it's probably not going to be by any water, but it's going to be somewhere where I can just relax, relate, and release while I garden. So somewhere that's legal for what I like to do. So it'll probably be out west uh, for what I need. But anyway, so I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm about to get out of here because I am hungry and it's crazy because my stomach is growling. I'm so thankful y'all can't hear it. But yeah, so I'm grateful. So I hope you guys got something out of today's show. Again, as always, take care of yourself, y'all. And as always, like I said, if you walk by somebody, y'all make eye contact, either nod, smile, or say hello, something. Just be kind, for real. I love speaking to people. Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing? Or hello, or a smile, whatever. It goes a long way, you know? So just make sure you do that. Take care of yourself. Be safe, y'all. Much love to y'all. Peace.